Regular Show, The Amazing World of Gumball. These two series have carried Cartoon Network through some of its toughest times, and because of that, there have been many different comparisons. Me specifically on this channel, I have dived into this concept many different times, discussing different battles, so on and so out the verse. Where I want to take this today is I'm going to be doing one that may seem unprecedented and maybe you never even thought of possible. I'm going to be putting the loving, caring, jolly good show man himself, Pops, against the so far always silly, dumb, and very bad, and a lot of the times at being a dad, Richard Watterson, and sometimes very good at it and nobody knows. He also does crazy things. We'll get to it in a second. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, thank you, and share, because we always love to get the word around. I wasn't expecting to make this video. I got this request. I like this fight. I'm doing it. Pop versus Richard Watterson. Let's go. Regular Show versus The Amazing World of Gumball. It's time to do this one more time and see who comes out on top. Let's go right now. Let's go, Pops. Pops is the naive, light-hearted supporting character of Regular Show whose father owns the park that Mordecai and Rigby work at. Pops eventually managed to regain his true power and defeat Anti-Pops once and for all, though not without sacrificing himself. He now resides in the afterlife looking down upon the cast, happy with the wonderful futures they had thanks to him. Now, because Pops has done all that, we will now be able to dive into Pops' scaling and see how strong Pops really truly is. Pops has telekinesis, the ability to fight, a martial arts master, and space-time manipulation. These are just to name a few of Pop's special abilities. But what character will be favored in a fight without discussing their AP and speed, the two main things that make contenders contenders? When looking at Pops' power, he's comparable to Mordecai, who can negate the durability with poetry. Also, every 14 billion years, he had to fight Anti-Pops, would have a battle that destroys and recreates the universe. Reset the timeline during the series finale, created a blast powerful enough to permanently kill Anti-Pops, and himself can negate their ability with transmutation and power nullification. All these very impressive things that Pops was able to do easily scale him to universe level plus levels of power. We can argue that Pops is at multiverse levels of power, mainly because he is comparable to things like the power which Mordecai and Rigby used to get back to the fight after they had transported back to episode 1. So we'll give Pops multiversal level plus in terms of his power. When looking at Pops' speed, he can fight the hammer and was at least over 1.5 trillion times faster than light, known as the Chosen One, and the only person in the universe capable of matching his brother, and thus should be faster than the baby ducks who formed the Megazord that cowered over the entire planet, giving them that around that level of speed. This would easily give Pops the massively faster than light plus scaling, but you could argue that he has universe level in terms of it, because we're talking about the distance that he could travel within, that he would have to fight Anti-Pops that fast. This would obviously give Pops around infinite levels of speed, so we have multiverse level plus in terms of power and infinite levels of speed and speed for Pops. Now, with that being said, we can now dive into the other guy we have, Richard Watterson. Richard Watterson is one of the main characters in the amazing world of Gumball. He serves the role of the father in the Watterson family. Unlike the traditional father, however, Richard is not wise, nor he is a good role model for his children in any way. Despite his misguided advice and unclogged mannerisms, Richard has good intentions and loves his family all the same. And with that being said, we can now dive into Richard's powers and everything that makes him interesting. Acrobatics, regeneration, manipulation, empathetic manipulation, hallucinations. Richard has it all. Accelerated development, and even this, size manipulation. When looking at Richard's AP and speed, which are the main two things that make this character what we need to talk about and really all we need to see, he is comparable to his son on a few occasions. He has hammered Nicole. He's also, in the summoning attack, he grows planet size and can rip apart the fabric of the universe, including causing dimensional distortion when he became a pizza delivery guy, because the universe thought that it was so crazy that he could actually get a job. What crazy power. That giving Richard a multiverse level plus level speeds of power himself. That's because he was able to destroy the world around him, which is literally an existence that only he can live in, without barely even paying it any mind or attention. This is very impressive for Richard. Although, when we look at speed though, his attack speed has shown to be able to keep up with the rest of his family on occasions, which we've seen from Gumball multiple times, and when he was a baby was able to run inside the house and move things at a ridiculously high speed that would give him, obviously, relativistic to faster than light skills. So with that being said, Richard is probably massively faster than light just because of what he was able to do against his family and many other times and be comparable to them. This is simply because Gumball had a feat where he was able to move in the realm that things didn't move in the time thing with Rob. So this would easily give him that level of speed. So we can say that Richard is comparable to him, and we can say that he has massively faster than light speeds. Now, when comparing both of the characters, I think it's fair to say that Pops and Richard are both very impressive and very impressive competitors indeed. But I think the edge goes to Pops mainly because Pops not only has more powers, has better feats, has more skills, and he is a martial arts master. Pops has just been fighting for way longer and has a consistent flow of things and feats that would just say Pops wins. And when we look at the scaling, although they do equal in AP, Pops is just overall faster. So with that being said, I would have to give this to Pops just because he is simply more powerful, has more abilities, and just overall a stronger candidate. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure you will like, comment, share, subscribe, and notification bell to be informed about new videos. And if you think Pops would actually lose this battle, say it in the description below. Thank you as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Pops wins, and on everybody says no, thank you, and I'm gone. All right, guys, thank you as always.